Here are 4 things that men do that turn women off in the dating stage. If things always seem to fizzle out with a girl after the first or a second date, it's probably you. So you need to take a deep dive into what actions you're taking to understand why this is happening to you. Which is why in this video I'm going to break down these mistakes. And they are as follows. Over-texting without progression, not leading a woman properly, seeking validation, and acting like you're already together. And for context, all of this applies to a woman in the early stages. You're not a couple, you're not boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe you haven't even had a date yet, but you've just exchanged contact info, or you're simply texting. Whether you met her on a dating app or online, or in real life from approaching through mutuals, at school, college, at the gym, or anything like that. With that said, let's get right into it. The first mistake that men make in the early stages of dating is over-texting without progression. I have mainly seen this happen with younger men, teens, early 20s, guys with low self-esteem who lack experience and understanding of women in general. If you're texting a woman all day, every day, but you haven't asked her out, you're not building a connection. You're creating boredom. If you're telling her everything there is about you on the phone, what is the point of going on a date with you? And texting is a very emotionless way to communicate with a woman. Because especially when you're just getting to know her, if you're both texting each other, trying to say a joke or be playful or funny over text, it can come across as a misunderstanding. It leaves so much room for miscommunication, a misinterpretation of what one is trying to say. It can lead to confusion and loss of attraction. The purpose of the phone is to set dates. End of story. So most guys confuse texting with interest building. In a guy's mind, it's like, if I'm texting her, eventually when I ask her out, she'll feel more comfortable. I have to build up to it. And this comes from a lack of understanding of attraction. Attraction is not a choice. If she likes you guys, she wants to be asked out by you. And even there's cases where a girl really likes you and you haven't asked her yet, she'll tell you herself, hey, so when are you going to ask me out? Or what are you doing this weekend? Or what are your plans? When are you free? What are you up to? In a passive way to get you to ask her out. If you don't get the hint, you're out. Because women don't want to talk to a buddy or a pen pal. They want a man with intention. So if you constantly text her and there's no follow through with the date, to the woman it signals that you don't know what you want, you don't like her, or you're too afraid to take initiative, which then signals that you're a weak man. The longer you stay in a talking loop, the less tension there is and the attraction will die. Because if every conversation is predictable, there's no sense of escalation, there's no emotional movement, she's going to ghost you or cut you off. Because it's not going anywhere. So what should be your goal here? How do you fix this? You should still text her. If she's texting you, text her back, be genuine. Don't play any weird mind games. If she texts you, respond in an appropriate, timely manner. Be intentional, be playful, be yourself, but always move towards setting the next date. That shows confidence and direction. And personally, if you have the girl's number, what I would recommend for you guys, especially if you match with a girl online, video call so you're not getting catfished. On the call, ask her a few questions, establish if you have some compatibility, see what the chemistry is like, and if it's all good, ask her out on the call. And if you are in this talking stages with a girl, you're like dating, getting to know her, calling her is better than texting. Making her feel comfortable to, letting her know to call you when she's available, so when you're both free. A short call here and there, 20-30 minutes to an hour on the phone, is better to build chemistry and connection than just texting, because you actually get to hear each other's voice. So texting without progression is the first mistake that guys make. Mistake number 2, not leading. If you can't make decisions in the dating phase on small things, she's already imagining having to carry the emotional load of the relationship too, and that's a turn off. Women want to be led by a man. So when you say weak, needy things like, when it comes to setting a date, where do you want to go? Oh, I don't mind. Is it okay if I ask you out? Hey, I hope you don't mind if I ask you on a date. Or, and I've seen clients say stuff like this to women. Haha, we don't have to go out again if you don't want to. Are you sure you want to go on another date with me? We don't have to. And you saying this stuff, you might think you're being easygoing and a kind man, making her have the freedom to choose. But all she's hearing is an insecure, weak, passive man. Guys, leadership isn't about control, it's about direction. You're inviting her to have an experience with you, to be a part of your life. Women want to know that you've thought about the plan, that you care enough to create an experience. When you're talking to a girl and you're going to plan out a date, whether it's a coffee date, a lunch, or a dinner, you should have an idea of the area you're going to take her to. And if you don't, familiarize yourself. Google Maps, check the locations, check the prices, check where you want to take her. Have things planned out. The early phases of dating is where women are watching to see, can I relax around this man? When you don't lead, they feel the opposite. It's like they have to manage everything. And they don't like that. They want to be the woman. They want to show up and be led by you. Where is he going to take me? Wow, I'm finally with a guy who takes initiative. That's attractive. You suggest a time, a place, and something to do. Be decisive and take initiative. So, when it comes to asking her out, example, let's say her name is Jessica. Hey Jessica, it's been lovely getting to know you, and I'd love to spend more time with you and get to know you on a deeper level. When are you free this weekend? And you let her respond. If she's into you, yeah, I'm free Saturday. Great, how about Saturday 8 p.m.? And if she says, wonderful, great, Saturday 8 p.m., and then you can say, I'll either pick you up here, if that's, your meeting point, or I'll meet you at this place. Great, see you then. Boom, date set. Something direct, something simple. Hey, I'd love to get to know you more. When are you free to meet up this weekend? That's it. Oh, there's no, excuse me, would you maybe like to go on a date with me? If a girl is texting you, if she's calling you, if she gave you her number, assume she's into you. Assume she's interested. Look at her actions. Common sense. Number 3, second to last here. A very common mistake that men make in the early stages of dating is seeking the woman's validation because they are insecure or have low self-esteem. This is something that happened recently to one of my clients. I'll tell you the story in just a second. But you need to understand it's about this. The moment a woman feels like you are performing to be liked by her, she turns her off. Because real attraction is with self-respect. When a woman knows that she's with a man, she's getting to know a guy who's confident, you're comfortable in your own skin, you have self-worth, you can walk away from her, you're not needy, you're not insecure, that you're a man, that's attractive. But when she sees that it's like a performance, that you're not really secure in yourself, something inside of her doesn't trust you, and she loses desire. This is where guys go wrong. The early stages of dating is not the time to ask a girl, and never is, do you like me? Do you think this is going anywhere? These questions come from insecurity, and that insecurity creates pressure on a woman. Instead of enjoying the process of getting to know you, unfolding her emotions, bonding with you, she now feels like she has to manage your emotional state. You're like a little boy that needs mummy. So, trying too hard to be agreeable, funny, or trying to be too impressive, it can backfire. No woman wants a guy who's perfect. She wants a man who's authentic. And women are drawn to men who are grounded in their own worth, who know they bring value to the table, and they're not trying to convince anyone of it. So when you say needy stuff like this to a girl, so do you like me? Do you find me attractive? Why are you texting me? Why did you give me your number? It's like, how weak are you as a man? What you need to understand is this. Men that understand women know that you just have to look at what a woman does. End of story. And men that truly understand women know you never ask a woman where you stand with her. You just look at her interest level. End of story. If a girl's texting you, if she's calling you, she gave you her number, she likes you. you must further that and be a man. Women put themselves in your environment or in your orbit for you to take action and to lead them. It's the subtle language of women where they place themselves passively, hoping that you get the hint. And it's the man who gets the hint that is a man. Because the boys that are insecure don't get it. And a woman does not want to waste her time having to teach you how to be a man. She wants a guy who understands. Yep, he's not stupid. He knows I like him. He's confident. There's something special about him. That's it. So I had a client, and just recently was on a group call with my clients the other day, and he was saying how he matched with a girl online, got a number, they were talking, and she said to him, I really like it when a guy shows interest in me. He makes an effort. It's attractive. And then he said, oh, it's like I'm doing right now. And she said, you're doing too much. So he turned her off. And why? That was an insecurity on his end. See, he was seeking approval because he is struggling with his lust, self-esteem issues, and he didn't feel certain in himself. And when guys like this have a knowledge gap and they don't understand, she's on a call with you because she likes you. When she said that, he used that as a way to get confirmation. So do you like me? Are you sure you like me? Look, I'm making an effort. I must be what you really want in a man. And him saying that, it's unattractive. It's a turn off. So guys, you never do needy stuff like this to a woman. If she's texting you, she calls you, she likes you. Your job as a man is to create a fun-filled romantic opportunity to set a date, have fun, get to know her, give her a good experience, be present with her, asking her questions, having an attitude where, is she good for you? Is she a good match for me? That's the mindset you want to have. But when you start talking to a girl and you feel like she's above you, instead of, I want a woman by my side, I want to see if we're a good match for each other. When you pedestalize a woman because of your sin or your lust or your insecurities, this is when your neediness comes out. Oh, do you like me? Or a woman says something and you're agreeing with her. Oh, look, that's what the client did, right? Trying too hard to be agreeable or impressive. It backfired. Because it's like, why is he trying so hard? If you're an amazing man and any woman would be lucky to have you, you don't need to try too hard. It should be evident. So how do you fix this if you seek validation? Focus on how you feel about the interaction. Do you like her? Are you curious about her? Let it be a two-way street, not an audition. This is why I teach my clients to vet women. Before you go on a date, get the girl on a phone call. Ask her quality questions, which comes from you knowing what you want in a woman, so that you can assess her values. Is she compatible? Does she want the same things as you? And when you lead with that level of integrity, and you're asking her questions to actually get to know her instead of just sexualizing her or focusing on how pretty she is, for a woman it's like, wow, a man who's not lustful, a man who actually wants to get to know me. But then it opens up like another layer in there where it's like, whoa, he's not just attracted to me, he's seeing if I'm a good match for him. Now that's attractive to a woman, a real man. And when you enter dating with that mindset, is she a good match for me? It kills validation seeking behavior. And last but not least, acting like you're already together. Guys that are very insecure, very lustful, guys that struggle with masturbation, with porn, with things like this, it's very common. You're on 2 dates, and now you're acting like she's your girlfriend. Again, this is men who don't understand women. A lot of guys jump the gun emotionally. You start expecting exclusivity from her without giving her the time to develop deeper feelings for you. It's not romantic. It's controlling. And in the early stages of dating, it sends out a loud message that this man doesn't have any emotional boundaries. You haven't bonded with a woman in 2 dates. You haven't vetted her properly. You don't know who she is. A woman wants to earn you. So when you treat a woman like she owes you loyalty after a few hangouts, you're placing pressure on her. Where there should be curiosity, you're not giving her the time and space to come to you, to grow and develop those feelings at her own pace. You're trying to It's like baking a cake. My mentor always used to say it's like baking a cake in the oven, and the guy keeps opening the oven every 5 minutes, and you ruin the baking process. When it's done, the oven will bleed, but give it time. When she's ready to be in a relationship, she'll bring it up. Hey, where is this going? Hey, I really love you. After a month, month and a half, that's when it's natural for a woman to develop these things. You gotta give it time. Guys that don't understand women, well, we've been on one date together, so we're girlfriend, boyfriend. She's loyal to me now. No, she's not. See what she's like. You don't even know her yet yourself. So a woman wants to feel like you chose her out of truly getting to know her, not out of desperation or neediness. Not like she owes you something. Attraction cannot grow in a space that's possessive. So how do you fix this? Stay grounded, let her choose you freely, keep your expectations realistic and your emotions in check until there's an agreement of where things are going. Letting her come to you. Let the woman bring up the relationship when her feelings are ready. As a man, focus on hanging out, having fun, setting those days and letting her come to you at her pace. And it really is that simple. And I'm just going to give you one last golden piece of wisdom here with point number 3. Guys, if you worry where you stand with a woman, please look at her actions. Because once a woman's feelings develop for you, she'll open up to you more. What do I mean by this? I had an experience years back when I was 18. I was talking to a girl. We eventually went on a date after a couple of weeks. And even as a teenager, I was always used to girls coming up to me, approaching me, hitting on me, telling me they find me attractive. And this girl didn't say I was attractive, but her action showed interest because she wanted to go on a date. So I went with it. We went on the date, and what happened? She said to me halfway through the date, Christian, I just want to say I think you're really hot. I just didn't want to tell you over text or when I was talking to you before because you were already confident enough. I just didn't want to boost your ego anymore. And it was like a light bulb moment for me. Some women will test you by not complimenting you to see how you react. Are you insecure or are you truly confident? And even now with the woman I have in my life now, when we started going out, the first few days where we were talking, she didn't compliment my looks. And I thought, I've learned the lesson, I'll just see. After 3-4 days, she says, I just want to let you know, hope you do know, Christian, you're exactly my type, like you're exactly what I want. You're a very handsome man. I just didn't really want to say that because I thought it was obvious and you seem confident enough. So I've seen a pattern there. Obviously there's other cases where this has happened to me too, but I'm just letting you guys know. Some women, they will purposefully hold back, not telling you, not vomiting all their feelings out right away. They want to see how you handle things. Are you smart enough to look at their actions or not? And with that said, that's been the video today. Those are the 4 things that I've seen men do that turn women off. If you just let her come to you and you're direct, you're decisive, you plan dates, you focus on having fun and just letting her come to you. Doing too much is going to turn her off, right? And if you focus on that, you'll improve your dating life. And if you'd like to learn more about that, if you're watching on my YouTube channel, you can click on the link which will open up my relationship community where you can join and get access to my community, group calls I host every 2 weeks, and a plethora of different online courses I've created to give you all value. And with that said, I'll leave the link down below and I'll see you all in the next video.